In the early 20th century, British explorer Percy Fawcett went missing while searching for the Amazon rainforest's legendary Golden City. It's said that in the King City, the kings would apply gold dust to their bodies every day and bathe with it, then wash that gold dust off into the river. Percy Fawcett went missing while searching for this Amazon Golden City and could never be found again. The Amazon rainforest is known as the world's largest rainforest. This rainforest covers 9 countries in South America, spanning nearly 5.5 million square kilometers, an area equal to about 45 countries the size of Bangladesh. It is the largest rainforest in the world. It's estimated that about 20% of the world's total oxygen comes from the Amazon rainforest. This is why the Amazon rainforest is called the lungs of the earth. Scientists estimate that about 10% of the world's known living species exist in the Amazon jungle, and new species continue to be discovered every day. The Amazon rainforest is estimated to have around 16,000 species and 400 billion trees. It's also estimated that around 20 million people live in the Amazon jungle, many of whom have never had any contact with the outside world, because a large portion of the Amazon remains completely unexplored to this day. This means that even now, unknown things may be hiding within the Amazon rainforest that we have yet to discover. Since ancient times, there has been a story that within the Amazon rainforest there exists a city called El Dorado, the city of gold. It's said that the kings of that city would apply gold powder to their bodies every day and bathe in it, then wash that gold powder off into the Amazon River. When the Portuguese arrived to colonize South America, they entered the Amazon jungle to occupy the region and gain control. As the Portuguese took control of the cities there, they called the native Amazonians Indians. The Portuguese learned about this city from them, and learned that this city was located deep within the jungle, and that the city was made entirely of gold. Hearing this, the Portuguese became eager to find this golden city. After searching corner after corner of the Amazon jungle, they discovered many new gold mines, but they never found any trace of that golden city. However, the Portuguese did find abundant gold deposits within the Amazon. Even so, many Europeans eventually came to view El Dorado as merely a mythical Amazonian folk tale rather than an actual city. In the early 20th century, British explorer Percy Fawcett once again became determined to find this golden city. He had already led an expedition into the Amazon before. At that time, no European truly knew the exact location of El Dorado, though many stories were told about it. Percy set out on his final expedition into the Amazon. Before he left, he wrote down his intentions in a letter, and this was the last communication anyone had from him. There is no other record of what happened to him after that. On May 29, 1925, he was last seen in the Mato Grosso region of Brazil. After that, no one was ever able to find him or his group again. Because of this, many conspiracy theories arose, one being that Percy actually found that golden city and stayed there forever. However, geologists argue that the place Percy went to is not a place suitable for human habitation, so the existence of any settlement or advanced civilization there is inconceivable. Therefore, it's more likely that Percy and his group died from some accident or fell victim to wild animals of the Amazon. Over time, as technology developed, it was learned that beneath the soil of the Amazon and its surroundings, certain traces have been found which prove that at one point, that region did have a settlement. In fact, an entire city once existed there. This is why many geologists now believe this to be true. Regarding the location Percy Fawcett claimed was the correct site of the Golden City, Percy did not have the proper technology to confirm this. But when research on this region began, using LiDAR scanning devices, researchers were able to detect stone structures buried beneath the soil in this jungle. At the same time, it was found that these structures had been covered by forest for a long time. A National Geographic research team found, within a 15-kilometer stretch near the Caribbean coast, an ancient city over 2,000 years old, with a stone structure still intact on a hillside. This raises the question, is this the legendary El Dorado, or is it evidence of an even larger ancient Amazon civilization? This remains a topic of ongoing debate within the scientific community. Humpback whale, early 2019. In the Amazon jungle of Marajó Island in northern Brazil, a dead humpback whale was found, which puzzled scientists greatly. This was actually a baby humpback whale. There was no sign of any injury causing its death. Its death was against the natural order of things. This dead whale was found lying on land along the banks of the Amazon River. Normally, between October and November, many whales come near the Amazon jungle to feed in the warm waters. But by December, they begin heading back toward the South Atlantic Ocean, toward Antarctica. So how did this whale end up deep within the Amazon jungle in February? There was no sign of any injury on the whale's body that would explain this. This raises many questions. Why was this whale in the South Atlantic Ocean in February, and how did it end up leaving the ocean and entering the Amazon River, and then from the Amazon River going even deeper into the jungle? How could a whale of this size travel there? All of these questions remain completely unanswered to this day. History of the indigenous people of the Amazon. Much of this is unknown because there is very little written record about when or how people first began settling in the Amazon jungle. There has never really been any clear historical account explaining the true history of these indigenous peoples in any form. Because of this, archaeologists have been trying to uncover it. In the 1980s, archaeologists discovered some carvings and pictures on hills in the Amazon jungle. They found ancient rock paintings on massive rock walls, where these huge stone structures were entirely buried inside the hillside. This is the history of the Amazon's indigenous peoples. So archaeologists began excavating these hills. After digging for around 13 kilometers, they found that these paintings existed within a cave. In other words, scientists began to conclude that the ancient people of the Amazon were skilled at cave painting, meaning they belonged to a fairly advanced ancient civilization. These paintings, found within a 13-kilometer-long cave, are believed to be around 12,000 years old, dating to the end of the last ice age. At that time, this place was not jungle at all. It was only grassland. These paintings depict certain animals that only existed during the Ice Age, such as mastodons and giant sloths. These paintings reveal how people of that era lived and how they hunted such large animals. Silkhenge, another mystery discovered in the Amazon jungle. A chemistry student from Peru discovered this structure while walking through the Amazon jungle. This structure appeared regularly, spaced out, resembling a small tent, and was surrounded on all sides by silk threads forming a large fence-like structure. The student took a photo of this structure and posted it online. This sparked much discussion, with scientists debating what could have created this. Some believed it was possibly a newly discovered plant species. Some structures were made from tree branches and some from tree leaves. This structure came to be called Silkhenge. Afterwards, scientists went to research this structure further. They set up motion-activated cameras nearby and observed that small insects and bugs would fly around near it throughout the night. These insects would get trapped and die within these silk threads. After some more days had passed, this mysterious structure was more closely investigated, and it was discovered that a spider bites into it. It turned out this structure was created by a special species of spider found only in Peru's Amazon region. This spider builds wall-like structures with silk threads around it, trapping small insects within these walls. Then when its eggs hatch into baby spiders, they come out and feed on these trapped insects and survive that way. This is how the Amazon jungle still holds many such mysteries, some of which have been solved, and some remain unsolved to this day. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you again with another video like this.